Nationality matters, and paternity matters, and stuff like that. You know, I said before, my eggs were running around in my grandmother for a while. Gramps mentioned a few times he did some bumping around in the dark, and so I'm pretty sure that's fox cub and flea, and I think, yeah, and well, I'm not sure about. Anyway, and then there's been a lot more shuffling and moving people around and stuff like that, and I think there's people who think that they have entrapped me with kids or whatever, and they weren't actually using my eggs, and anyway, it gets complicated. And then other times I passed on kids that weren't mine but were my grandkids to places where I send my kids, and I think, you know, to places where my uncle has been a heavy contributor anyway, and they're calling, like, you know, Mongolia and Tuva and Siberia the homeland of the former gypsy, because some people, you know, like I said, we're all the same species, but we have different work groups, and you know, the whole, you know, Gypsy John was raising boys a certain way, but they weren't all integrated. They weren't all like Roma types. The transmigration thing is not a Roma thing. That's a shaman thing. That's a Central Asian kind of thing. And so that's a different work group than, so Flea's in that work group. And it took probably several tries. He was probably looking for a new, you know, Jeff Majors type. And you know, so there may have been several that didn't work out in various ways along the way, and some didn't work out in such a way that they worked out for another group, and some didn't work out in such a way that they didn't work out at all. And then there were people that he was just, you know, stuck with in the course of doing business. So anyway, so that's something that's going on, and you know, Hot Zeddy Gear mentioned that he was in a family where they had the trait of children being born light-haired and then progressively getting darker-haired with age, and that's a trait that happens. I have to some degree, and that I've seen a lot of kids around here have. Though sometimes I think people fake that. But others, you know, stay blonde, so it's hard to tell. And Gramps stayed blonde. And anyway, yeah, so we're kind of in different groups, and different things have happened to pass different people on to different places. And yeah, I've done that with varying results for a lot of people.